Will the Fed cut rates? It should not. The economy is growing at an annualized rate that is expected to be around 2.4%. Unemployment is a little bit above 3%. Core inflation is at 2%. So therefore, why is there any need to cut rates? Absolutely zero. The only need to cut rates is if you want the financial asset bubble to grow further. And that is a dangerous thing to do. Why? Because it probably will not move as expected by markets once people realize that what the message that the Fed gives if it cut rates is that its perception of growth, of inflation, of employment, and the economy in general is very negative. That's the only reason why you would cut rates. As such, I think that the risk that the Fed is running here is to do what the ECB did, which is to keep very low rates for a prolonged period of time and then lead the economy into stagnation. If we look at the Eurozone, many governments are putting themselves a little medal saying that government bond yields are at all-time lows. However, with inverted curves and flattening curves at the same time as we see negative yielding bonds, the reality is that what all of this is telling us is that the Eurozone economic growth expectations are much worse, and inflation expectations as well. As such, the mistake that the Fed could make would be to repeat the mistake of the ECB. Financial repression doesn't solve the structural problems of the economy.